Hey guys, we're up in the mountains, we're doing a little bit of camping. I brought the Jeep with me, and I brought several products that I'm going to be working on for a review. One of which is the Rockpals 250 watt power bank. Now I received this about a month ago directly from them. They sent it to me to field use and be able to make a full review of it. And I've used this about 7 or 8 times on numerous trips. I've used it in real hot weather, real cold weather, and I've traveled to some pretty remote areas with this. The Rockpals RP250W has upgraded the AC output to 250 continuous watts with a 300 watt surge max. It has dual AC outputs, 2 USB 2.1As, and 4 DC 12 volt at 60 watts each. The weight of this unit is 5.5 pounds, and it has enough power to charge most smartphones 25 times, laptops 3 to 5 times, and you can even run a small TV with this. Now I've used this primarily for my lighting kit that I use for filming, and so I needed something pretty compact that would work with household items, and so I'm able to plug both of my lights into this unit and run them continuously through the night. The power bank does have 5 blue lights that are going to show the increments of power that you have left in the unit. I've personally found them pretty difficult to see in direct sunlight. They work really well at night. They're really easy to see. But this is one thing I would have liked to have seen them improve, is just more of a precise way of telling how much power is left in the unit. So you can recharge this unit 3 separate ways. You can use the AC outlet, which can charge this unit in about 6 to 7 hours. You can use a 12 volt car charger, which takes about 6 to 7 hours. And you can use a solar panel, which they do have. I don't have one of those, but I do have a 120 watt panel, which I have used, and it only takes a couple hours to recharge it, which is perfect for me because a lot of times I'm out in the field and I just need a way to recharge the unit if I'm going to be out for more than 3 or 4 days. One unique feature about the Rockpals 250 is it is a pure sine wave inverter. And so what that means, it's going to run a lot smoother, it's going to run cooler, and there's less of a chance of it harming any of your devices. And you usually find this on units that cost at least 2 or 3 times the price. And so it's definitely a nice feature to add to this unit. The power bank has a really simple switch that's located on the left side of the unit to turn it on and off. I'm able to fit this in the back of my Jeep very easily. This is a very compact, lightweight unit, and I like the fact that it has a carry handle. One thing I always bring with me is a solar panel. This is a fold-up panel, folds into like a suitcase. You can see, it's not very thick, doesn't take up much space. This is 120 watt. I got my LED light kit that I use for filming at night. This has got 2 flat panels and 2 tripods and all the wiring harnesses that I need to set up and plug into the power bank. I have a Tacticam scope camera that is mounted to my scope, and this is what I use to record a lot of my hunting videos. And for me, it's nice to have this power bank because I can just place it next to the gun and I can plug that camera directly into the power bank, charge it, do other things around camp, and then when I'm ready to go out and do some filming, it's charged, it's ready. Otherwise, I'd have to pull this battery out and charge it or pull the camera off. and so to put it back on, you know, requires a little bit of setup. And so for me, it's a lot easier just to leave the camera on there and charge it with something like this. So for me, it's definitely been helpful. For this trip, I thought it would be fun to pull out some of the vintage gear. I brought a kerosene lantern. I brought a pre-World War II folding chair that I received from my grandfather. And I've got the vintage Coleman stove, which you guys may have seen in my past video. Along with that, we're just using the teepee style tent. I've got the buddy heater in here with some extra tanks that should last us through the night, along with some pretty warm sleeping gear. And so we should be good tonight. It's supposed to get into the high 20s, and so it's going to be pretty cold. We're going to have a small campfire, do some cooking, and as usual have some coffee and hang out. I went ahead and got a fire started. Right now I'm just getting some coals on the fire. We're gonna cook dinner and make some coffee, hang out for a bit. It is definitely getting colder, and so I'm glad that we brought the heater for the tent. And I just gotta get a few more pieces of firewood to last us the next couple hours. And then I'm gonna throw the grill on here and we'll do some cooking. Are you happy? You're a hungry girl, aren't you? You're hungry. Are you hungry? For me, the 250 watt is more than enough for an overnight adventure. I'm able to run both of my light kits. I can charge all my camera batteries, and I can charge my phone. And I've still got enough power the next morning, you know, that's left over. I can always hook it up to my solar panel, recharge it in a couple hours. And so for me, the fact that it's so small, you know, it works well in the Jeep for when I come out here. And when I get home, you know, I just charge it from my household outlet, and that way it's all set for my next trip. Because I come out, you know, at least once a week to film. And so I have gotten quite a bit of use out of this power bank. So I made myself a sandwich. This is a deli roll. It's got salami, bacon, tri-tip, cheese, and pickles. And I toasted it on the grill. And it's perfect. And yes, Marley is going to get some. I'm going to finish my dinner here, and then we'll make some coffee. I got some new coffee I wanted to show you guys. I've already had about 6 trips with this unit. I've used it, I've abused it, and a couple weeks ago I stayed out in the high desert. We did an overnight trip and it got down to freezing. I had this outside. I wanted to see how it was going to handle the cold, and I gotta say it handled it really well. And so I can tell this is a well-made unit. It's definitely something that should last. And I just like the fact that it's so compact. We're going to continue to charge our stuff through the night, and then tomorrow morning we're going to get up and we'll check and see where the power is. And that'll give us a better idea of, you know, how much use we can put through this unit for one night. Well guys, Marley and I are hunkered down in the tent, and I gotta say it's really warm in here. It's gotta be about 85 degrees. I'm gonna take my jacket off and my boots. I've got a new sleeping pad I'm gonna be trying out tonight that has a pillow built into it. It already seems to be pretty comfortable. And we got plenty of blankets. And I've got the Tacticam charging right now on the power bank. We're just gonna hang out for a little bit, get some sleep, and we'll see you guys in the morning. Really appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you were able to learn a little more about this power bank. We've enjoyed using it the past couple days. It was nice to get out and do some hiking and some camping, and I got some great use out of this. It was definitely nice being able to run my light kit and recharge my cameras, and I really like how compact this is. It fits in my Jeep really well, and it's just really easy to travel with and charge. And so I'm happy with this unit. I think others would be as well. I really appreciate you watching, and we'll talk to you soon.